All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to crack open a brand new digital gateway, one that's designed to connect the entire world with one of the fastest growing industrial sectors out there. Let's dive into the Saudi Industry and Exports Directory.
For any business out there, whether you're a tiny startup or a huge company, thinking about going global can be, well, a little scary. And the people behind this platform really hit the nail on the head with this quote. It's about risk. It's that fear of fraud, of a deal just collapsing, or just not knowing who you can actually trust thousands of miles away. That's the big hurdle that keeps so many great products stuck in their own backyards.
So what's the solution? Well, here it is. This platform, Industry.com.sa, was built specifically to tackle that fear head-on. Think of it as a secure bridge for business-to-business trade. And this isn't just some online phone book. It's a fully verified marketplace designed to document every agreement, make sure buyers are serious, and basically act as a safe middleman from the first handshake all the way to the final delivery. Okay, so what's actually in this digital marketplace? What's inside this digital souk, so to speak? Let's pull back the curtain and really see the scale and variety of what they're offering. It's a great question, right? Are we talking about raw materials, finished products, something in between? Well, the short answer, it's pretty much everything. The scope here is just massive. And wow, this list right here just shows you the sheer diversity we're talking about. I mean, it covers nearly every major industrial sector you could possibly imagine. You've got everything from agriculture, and we're talking grains, fruits, even animal feed, all the way over to heavy hitter industries like minerals and metallurgy. And in between, you'll find chemicals, building materials, food and drinks, textiles, you name it. It's basically a complete catalog of an entire country's industrial power.
And so you can get a feel for the actual companies behind these labels. Here's just a tiny snapshot. You've got companies like Shams Cables, Hana Food Industries in the capital city of Riyadh, and Algondora Plastics down in the port city of Jeddah. And remember, these are just a handful of names out of thousands of verified businesses from all over the country.
Okay, let's just pick one and zoom in. Take Hana Food Industries. This is no small operation. They've been around since 1981. And their product line is just huge. Juices, dairy, baked goods, coffee, spices, everything. So that's the kind of scale we're talking about. These are the established, major players you can now connect with directly.
And it's not just food, not by a long shot. Switching gears completely, in heavy industry, you can find a factory that's been making motor oils and lubricants for over 30 years. They supply everything from regular cars to massive industrial machines. It's a true business-to-business hub.
And then you've got consumer goods, too. Here's a factory in Jeddah that makes everything from clothes you'd find in a store to professional uniforms and accessories. So think about it. In just a couple of clicks, you can go from industrial lubricants to textiles to food products. The diversity is just really impressive.
All right, so we've seen what you can find on the platform, but the real meat of it is, how does it all work? How does it actually make the process of trading safer and more streamlined for everyone?
I mean, this is the million-dollar question, right? Because having a big list of companies is one thing, but making it a safe, functional marketplace is a whole other challenge. What are the actual features that build that trust and make the process smoother? Well, it really boils down to 4 key services. First up is the Mediator Guarantee. And this one is huge for building trust. The platform itself steps in as a secure go-between to protect everybody. Second, there's the RFQ, or Request for Quote, marketplace. This lets buyers put out a request and get a bunch of competitive offers back. Third, you've got the simple option for direct purchase. And finally, and this is a big one, it has integrated logistics support to help sort out all the complicated shipping and customs stuff.
So what you end up with is this perfect win-win situation. For sellers, it's a ticket to the global market, with way less risk of getting burned. And for buyers, it's this incredible portal to find high-quality, pre-vetted suppliers. Plus, you get the peace of mind that comes with secure transactions and simplified logistics. Everybody wins.
But this platform is way more than just a business tool. It's actually part of a much bigger story. It's a key piece in a huge national economic plan.
Okay, this number, 2030, this is the key to understanding the bigger picture. It's not just a year, it represents a major deadline for a massive economic shift.
You see, this directory is a really important tool for something called Vision 2030. That's the country's huge national strategy to diversify its economy. Basically, to move the economy away from just relying on oil, which it's done for a long, long time. So by boosting all these other non-oil industries and putting them on the world stage, this platform is helping to build a stronger, more varied economic future. And that brings us to who this is all for. And it's not just for the giant international corporations, it's built for local buyers and distributors too. And maybe most importantly, it's a massive game changer for small and medium-sized businesses, both in Saudi Arabia and around the world, giving them a doorway into a market they probably thought was impossible to reach.
All right, let's wrap this up. What are the main things to take away from all this? And what does it really tell us about where trade is headed?
So, if you remember anything, remember these 4 things. 1. This is a secure front door to a booming industrial economy. 2. It's a massive and incredibly diverse marketplace for B2B trade. 3. It's a practical tool that lowers the risk for everyone involved in global business. And 4. It's a strategic piece of a much larger national vision.
And that really leaves us with one last pretty fascinating thought. For centuries, global trade was all about physical routes, the Silk Road, the shipping lanes. But when you see platforms like this one pop up, connecting thousands of businesses with just the click of a button, you have to wonder, are these digital marketplaces the new essential trade routes for the 21st century? Something to chew on. Thanks for tuning in to The Explainer.